Hi Evan, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on like how my brain works. I feel like it's quite interesting. I feel like everyone's brain works differently. I feel like the human brain is very powerful as well. I feel it's good to take this into account to how the human brain works, because we are human beings are one of the most intelligent. We're animals, aren't we? So we're incredibly intelligent. Look at all we created. You haven't got to look far, and you can see everything we built. And like I said, it's quite astounding to feel like what we've done. You think, where does it come from? It's because of all the carbohydrates we ate and stuff. But like I said, I think the human brain's got smaller over time. I think the human brain has got smaller and stuff. It's got I don't know why, but I think we used to have really large brains when we were like kind of monkey style people, and then we kind of got smaller over the ages. But I think it's quite fascinating, like where we get all this information from. Like I said, at the end of the day, we're mammals. But it's funny because you wouldn't see like a sheep or a cow or anything creating what we've created. You won't see sheep suddenly on with a little hat on the builder's construction site, making a skyscraper or something. You wouldn't see a pig or chicken or something creating iPhones and stuff. So it's really interesting, kind of how we've sort of become above the rest in that sense. And that's not talk about ethically, but I'm just saying how we've become above the rest in the sense of what we've created. And how intelligent we are. We've created iPhones, we've created cameras, all these technology. We've created the internet. We've created cars, vehicles. Unfortunately, we've created everything. It's just incredible, and how we've manufactured it, and how we've made roads and stuff, and how we've made books, and just everything almost seems too intelligent. When you look online, you see people's comments, and you see people writing stuff, and in the books and everything, it almost feels like we're too perfect. When you listen to all this amazing music that's well produced, it almost feels too perfect. And even when you watch all these movies with CGI, and even all these action movies, and the way they put all the knowledge into it, and even the space movies with all the knowledge and all the sci-fi and whatever, it almost seems a little bit too perfect, and a little bit too much like we know the future, and a little bit too much like we're too intelligent. But we are very intelligent. This is what I'm trying to say. We're very intelligent people. So that's what I want to point out. We're obviously incredible. People argue at the top of the food chain. I disagree, but the point is, we're sort of not in a food chain. We've distanced ourselves from it. We've removed ourselves from the food chain. But what I'm trying to say is how our brain works. Like what I wanted to say is, for example, when I'm having some vegan food or whatever, my brain works differently. I feel like my brain works. I think about a lot of things when I'm having vegan food. I think about things, and it makes me think, and it makes me. That's why I don't just eat just to eat. I often eat to think, because taste comes from the brain. It doesn't come from the tongue, which is something I only learned recently. But it's true. Because a lot of times, sometimes when I'm eating, it doesn't taste very good because my brain is not working. If your brain's focusing on what you're eating, and then your brain works better. It tastes better because of your brain. That's one other thing I didn't know. I think when I'm listening to music, in the evening, sometimes I feel like I'm having cannabis. It feels like I'm smoking some weed or something. It feels weird. It doesn't feel right. It feels strange, because music's like a drug. I mean, you can say this about anything. Say anything is a drug, but I'm just saying, for me, sometimes at night time, I get an unbelievable high listening to some music. It's mainly on like this YouTube playlist. I don't delete my Spotify app now, but it's not my own music either. But I get on like an incredible high listening to I suppose my music, not my music. Sorry, well, I get on an incredible high listening to music, whatever it is, and it feels incredible. It feels like I'm actually smoking weed or something. If you would smoke anyway, I've already talked about that. I just know where I'm getting with the girl who smokes or whatever. It's not talking about this. I know I'm going off tangent for. But yeah, she what? But yeah, I get on an incredible high listening to music. It feels like I'm taking drugs, and I suppose it's the equivalent of that. And that's why I feel the brain works differently. The brain, it kind of interprets things differently, and we've got to be appreciative of that, and we've got to look after it. And your brain requires a lot of glucose, which is found in fruits. You don't get glucose from meat, so perhaps ditch the meat. But we've got to look after our brains. We've got to look after our health. We've got to look after ourselves. And I feel that's important to know, sort of our ancestry, know how our brains are developed, and our brains have developed smaller, but we've become more intelligent. So we are only going to get better in the future, and I wonder how we're going to evolve to be the more that we can, and to make the most of our evolution, and make the most of what could come upon us, like whether it's colonizing galaxies, whether it's creating new technology, creating AI, which we've already created, maybe we're creating physical AI like the robots and stuff. Time travel, I don't know. Immortality, we'll have to see. Probably not. But yeah, it's all fascinating to me what we can create, and how our brains have evolved in such a way to allow us to be able to create everything we've created today. And it shouldn't be overlooked, because if you're a human being like you are, you've got to appreciate where you come from. You've got to appreciate that we're mammals, in a sense. I suppose you've got to look at others and care about others as well. Go vegan. But you've got to appreciate it. I think that's the key thing, to appreciate it and be happy. Be happy with yourself and appreciate what you've got. So if you've got a nice healthy brain, you've got nice long thick juicy hair like I've got, appreciate it, make the most of it, and improve it. Improve it and treat it well. Treat your body well.